Okay. So in the question we have right side lambda times xi plus yj plus zk. I brought it to LHS. Wherever x is there, I inserted here. Wherever y is there, I kept it here. Wherever z is there, I kept it here. Now it looks like x into one vector, y into one vector, z into one vector is equal to 0 bar. Okay. xa bar plus yb bar plus zc bar equal to 0, but x, y, z are not all three simultaneously 0. Okay. Because when all three are 0, okay, A, B, C, we cannot conclude they may be coplanar, they may not be coplanar, because 0 into A bar plus 0 into B bar plus 0 into C bar is 0 bar irrespective of ABC. We don't have to know anything about ABC. But x, y, z are not 0, 0, 0, but we are able to find a linear relation between ABC, means we can conclude that A, B, C are coplanar. When they are coplanar, we know that determinant should be 0. What is that? 1 minus lambda, 1, 3, 3, and this is the lambda actually, sorry. Minus 3 minus lambda, 1. And here it is minus 4, 5 minus lambda, that should be 0. If you expand this, you will get a cubic equation in terms of lambda. We should get 3 answers unless roots are equal or something like that. 1 minus lambda here, minus 3 minus lambda here, and minus lambda, 1, 3, 3, 1, and minus 4, 5. Okay. I am going to just expand normally without using any properties here. You can also just expand. This is 3 lambda plus lambda square minus 1. Okay, somebody can just expand, tell me the final cubic equation, it is easier for me. To start writing little bigger letters because a lot of people are sitting back also. Okay, just expand normally, okay, and tell me the final cubic equation what will come. If not, you can check from the options, but better to simplify anyway. Huh? Lambda cube should be there, na? Cube cannot be cancelled. Lambda cube plus 2 lambda square plus 45. Are you sure about it? No constant. Okay. All right. So if you take lambda common, it is perfect square. Lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 1 equal to 0. That is okay. Go to some place. I am writing here. Lambda into lambda plus 1 whole square equal to 0. We'll get lambda equal to 0 or lambda equal to -1. So lambda is either 0 or -1. Option B. Okay, everybody completed? Okay, method 2, final answer will come same, the beginning approach will be different. If you really equate I coefficients, you will get x plus 3y minus 4z equal to lambda x. If you bring that side, you will get 1 minus lambda into x plus 3y minus 4z equal to 0. Next, 1 into x minus 3 minus lambda into y, 5z equal to 0. Next, 3x y minus lambda z equal to 0. Okay. If you really equate x coefficient, you will get equal to lambda x, I brought this side. You will get minus plus lambda y, I brought this side. You will get equal to lambda z, I brought this side. Okay. Some long time back we have done this chapter, maths and determinants, so some people might have forgotten, but whenever we have three equations and three unknowns, we have unique solution, infinite solution, no solution. Right now we don't have to worry about all that. Whenever constants are 0, one obvious solution is x equal to 0, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. Other than that, we can get lot of other solutions also. For example, if I take 2x plus 3y minus 5z equal to 0, x minus 7y plus 6z equal to 0, and let us say x minus 4y plus 3z equal to 0. Okay. These are also three equations, but not only 0, 0, 0 is a solution, lot of other solutions. 1, comma 1, comma 1 is a solution here. 2, 2, 2 is a solution here. 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Every multiple of that. We have infinite solutions. Okay. So other than 0, 0, 0, if you want some other solution, it is called non-trivial solution. For a system of equations to have non-trivial solution, the delta should be 0. Delta means all those coefficients. Okay. So to have non-zero solution, because in the question that's what they said, x y z should not be 0 comma 0 comma 0. So if you want to have non-trivial solution, I erased this, sorry. To have non-trivial solution, delta should be 0, which is exactly this. Only thing is that 1 minus lambda, 3 minus 4, I should write like this. I can write column wise also, not an issue. So these three coefficient first column, these three coefficient second column, these three coefficient third column equal to 0, and everything else is same. Okay. So how you approach this delta equal to 0 is different, but ultimately you have to find this delta only. Is it okay? Anybody any doubt? No. Please try other questions further. You want to tell? I should teach another method, you are saying? No, I am not teaching any other method only. Okay, I am erasing this whole thing because this part is common. Okay, 49, quite similar, one or two questions were done earlier. Here the thing is, we know that ABC are non-coplanar, but we don't know anything about D. So better eliminate D here. D bar, according to one equation, it is 1 by x times A bar plus B bar plus C bar. From other side, what is D bar is y A bar minus B bar minus C bar. Okay, I can equate coefficients now. Okay, from the first equation D bar is this, from second equation D bar is this. Now, because ABC are not coplanar, I can equate coefficients. What is A bar coefficient? 1 by x should be y. What is B bar coefficient? 1 by x equal to minus 1. What is C bar coefficient also? 1 by x equal to minus 1. That's it. But I said we can only equate coefficients when ABC are non-coplanar. In fact, you can bring one side, you will get 1 by x minus y into A bar, 1 by x plus 1 into B bar, and 1 by x plus 1 into C bar equal to 0 bar. ABC are not coplanar, but you are able to find a linear relationship between them. That is only possible when this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, which is exactly this only. Okay. So comparing coefficients concept came from they are non-coplanar based on that. Okay. Anyway, just by equating the coefficients. If somebody just want little more clarity here, I can write 1 by x times A bar plus 1 by x times B bar plus 1 by x times C bar is equal to y times A bar plus minus 1 time B bar and minus 1 times C bar. When I equate coefficients, I will get 1 by x equal to y, 1 by x equal to minus 1 and again 1 by x equal to minus 1. Finally, you got x equal to minus 1 and y equal to minus 1. When you put that x and y minus 1 back there, you are going to get d bar equal to 1 by minus 1 into a bar plus b bar plus c bar. Give this minus here, you will get a bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar equal to 0 bar. And that 1 by xy is not required now. Okay. Anyway, it is 0 bar. We done almost a similar question earlier where they said a plus b is parallel to c, b plus 2c is parallel to a or something. I think in exam also you got some question of this sort. Yesterday's exam. No. Okay. From the first equation d bar equal to this, is it correct? From the second equation I wrote d bar equal to this. Why? What is your second equation? A bar is equal to 1 by y into b bar plus c bar plus d bar. Bring y here, bring this b bar here, c bar here. Is it okay now this one? Y a bar minus b bar minus, okay. First equation gave us this, second equation gave us this. So these two should be equal. And then I just split them and compare the coefficient, that is this. Okay. Out of all the students, I am quite happy with the rhythm. Okay. Because whatever he has doubt, he will ask. Okay. That is a very good sign. Okay. Because some people ask, if I ask too many doubts, what teacher will think of me? Okay. A very small thing I am asking like that. But right from the beginning, I observed, it doesn't just, or sometimes I just, somebody will think, oh, okay, I'll understand later on, they'll keep quiet and they'll copy. Okay. If you don't understand, you should not even copy. Till you understand, you should ask doubt and then only you should copy. Okay, everybody completed. Then numerical questions are there. We have to do them. Okay, numerical questions. First one, quiet place. A and B are non-collinear vectors, and alpha for which the vectors are collinear. So these are quite easy, I guess. Okay. Alpha minus 2 into A bar plus B bar should be parallel to 2 plus 3 alpha into A bar minus 3B bar. Okay. So A bar and B bar are not parallel, but this vector and this vector are collinear. Whenever you say vectors are collinear, they are parallel. Should I directly say this by this is equal to this by this? I can say it, but I should write it properly. Whenever two vectors are parallel, one vector can be written as some lambda times another vector. So alpha minus 2 into A bar plus B bar, I should be able to write lambda times 2 plus 3 alpha times A bar minus 3B bar. Okay, now when I compare A bar coefficients, I will get alpha minus 2 is equal to lambda times 2 plus 3 alpha. B bar coefficient when I compare 1 equal to minus 3 lambda. So basically we are getting lambda equal to alpha minus 2 by 2 plus 3 alpha equal to 1 by minus 3. Okay. It is like taking this coefficient by this coefficient equal to this coefficient by this coefficient only, like we do for Ijk. But if you write directly, one may not be clear how this come up. Whenever two vectors are parallel, one vector is a scalar multiple of other. You can even write for some lambda belongs to R. Then equate A bar coefficient, B bar coefficient and express what is lambda. Ultimately it is that. So now we do cross multiplication, minus 3 alpha plus 6 equal to 2 plus 3 alpha. So 6 alpha equal to 4, alpha is equal to 2 by 3. So it is 0.6 bar, so rounding off to 2 decimals is 0.67. In KVPY, do you got any need to use virtual calculator anytime? Yes, sir. You have to use, okay, calculations are plain. I think soon they will separate into two sections. Okay, it may take some time to adjust the whole thing, but they will let you know when they will separate. What is the criteria? I don't know. Okay, they can just come to the class and say first 4 benches up to this one room, another room. They may say, I'm just making. It can be any criteria. Okay. Huh? Most probably side by side rooms only. Will not. Okay. May not be here. Another place. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So till we separate, you have to manage. Okay. Because there may be other considerations. I think hostel also only for ASB only, na? For others, then hostels have not yet come, right? All right, first question completed, everybody. Quiet, please. Many of those are simple questions. Just because they have to give numerical question, they gave like that. Otherwise, you can do it yourself. Okay. If you completed first question, don't have to wait for me. All right. 4 points are coplanar. How will you check whether 4 points are coplanar? Anybody want to tell? How will you check whether 4 points are coplanar or not? 4 points are coplanar. How will you check? If I give position vectors of 4 points, whether they may be in a plane, they may not be in a plane. How will you check? But there is no slope in 3D geometry, na? But 4 points. Yes. Online, somebody is trying to. Hmm. Yeah, we discussed this. If you want 4 points to be coplanar, take 1 point and join to other 3 points. If this is A, B, C, D, for you what is given is OA bar. If origin is here, OA bar is given to you, OB bar is given to you, OC bar is given to you, OD bar is given to you. Okay, you have to find AB bar, AC bar, and AD bar. If AB bar, AC bar, AD bar are coplanar, then automatically points A, B, C, D are coplanar. Okay. Three vectors are coplanar, how will you check? That equal to 0, right? So points A, B, C, T are coplanar if and only if AB bar comma AC bar comma AD bar are coplanar if vectors are coplanar. Okay, so you have to find them here. So what is AB bar here? OB minus OA. Second vector is I minus 2j plus 3k minus OA is 2I plus 3j minus k, which is minus I minus 5j plus 4k. AC bar, OC bar minus OA bar. 3I plus 4j minus 2k minus 2I plus 3j minus k. That is I plus j minus k. AD bar is OD bar minus OA bar. That is I minus 6j plus lambda k minus 2I plus 3j minus k. Minus I minus 9j plus lambda plus 1 k. Okay, so AB bar, AC bar, comma AD bar are coplanar implies that equal to 0. Minus 1, minus 5, 4, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 9, lambda plus 1 equal to 0. You can directly expand this determinant or try to get some zeros here and there, and you can do it also. In fact, I can make this into 0 also very easily. I can add R1 as R1 plus R2, R3 as R3 plus R2. Quiet place, you will get 0, minus 4, 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 0, minus 8, lambda. That is 1 into, this is minus 1 into, sorry, minus 1 into, this is minus 4 lambda plus 24 equal to 0. You will get lambda equal to 6. So in the theory we discussed this, how to check whether 4 points are coplanar or not. You take any one point, connect to other 3. One may say, why I want to use AB, AC, AD, I want to take AB, BC, CD. That is also okay. Out of the 4, you can connect them and use any 3 vectors. Not a problem. You can take AB, BC, CD. That determinant equal to 0 also, right? What is your name? White shirt? Huh? Sanjeev. Please don't waste time. You can try the next question. Okay, already completed the second one? Okay. In third question, they gave for a triangle 3 vertices, and they said the internal bisector of angle A, what is the length of that? So let us say the internal bisector is meeting the side BC at D. What is AD length? Anybody want to give an idea how to do this third one? Yes, who is saying? Yes. Yeah, if you take unit vector along this, unit vector along this, add them and divide with its own magnitude, you will get a unit vector along AD. But what they want is AD length. Okay, we do not just a vector in this direction, we want exactly this much vector only, not less, not more. So your method tells you some vector along this, but doesn't give you what is AD length exactly. You want to find D. How will you find? Mod. Yeah, but for that you have to know something about equation of this line. We don't. Oh, you are saying you know this point and you know this vector. You'll find this line. What she told is you will get a vector along this, right? So you want to find this line based on that, and you know 2 points. You want to find this line. You solve. You'll get really D. Yes, that is also nice. Let us see.
So we can find the point of means the coordinates of D using BD is to DC.
Yes.
AB is to AC, then find the distance between.
Yeah. Even though we can find point D by solving two lines, the easiest method is vertical angular bisector theorem that you have. BD is to DC is equal to AB is to AC. You know AB length, you know AC length. From that, you know D divided BC in what ratio. You can find this, right? Once you know by this OD bar, you know AD bar is OD minus OA. You get exactly AD bar. You got OD bar also. You can find AD bar also. You can find its length. Okay, that is the easiest out of all. So let us see what is AB length here. You can even use your 3D geometry directly distance formula. AB is square root of 2 minus 1 whole square. I am assuming everybody has the material, either they have or their neighbor has, and they are looking at the question. I am not writing the question. Okay. So AB is coming root 6, AC is 6 square plus 3 square plus 3 square, 3 root 6. So BD is to DC is AB is to AC, root 6 is to 3 root 6, which is 1 is to 3. Not only I can find OD bar as 1 into OC bar plus 3 into OB bar. You can do that also. What is that? 1 into OC bar, 3 into OB bar by 1 plus 3. Instead of OD, I can write point D itself. I think this kind of question you got right in the beginning in 2D coordinate system. Later on, even in 3D coordinate system also, I'm sure. I done something wrong here, you are saying? Oh, I used A. Thank you. 2, 1 minus 2. This is 6 minus 5, 1 by 4. This is 5 by 4. This is minus 12 by 4 is minus 3. Okay, so now I have to find AD length. One minus 1 minus 3. Okay, am I expected to find this one like this? They give 9.49. Is it that? It is not 9.49 definitely. Okay, those who found D, you got this like this only. This 1:3 is also right. Okay. Because this is very small, but answer is given 9.49. It may be wrong then. Yes. Switch it off. Okay, so I don't think answer is right, and root 10 you have to find at least up to 2 decimals, or you have to find this value up to 2 decimals. Okay, maybe they wanted to give something, some typing mistake, I don't know. Okay, so how to find up to 2 decimals, that we can think about it, but the process, root 10 is 5. Root 10, why you want to take 5? As approximately you are saying, but we don't know up to 2 decimals, is it right or wrong? How to find the square root of a number? I'm sure in school you had done something like this. Okay, you will put a 3 here, 9 and 1. Put a 2 more zeros here, and put a double of that here. Put some number here. Anybody remembers that process? Okay, you should remember better than me because I don't use it at all. Okay, you might have used recently. Alright. Listen, most likely both in mains and advanced exam, even though numerical questions are there, especially in maths, most of the time they did not even give fraction. Most of the time answer is integer itself. Okay, it is not like your chemistry or something. You will have some values 2.303, some Avogadro number, this and all. You have to multiply, round it off to 2 decimals, some Rydberg constant, this constant, that constant. We don't have all such things in maths. Usually they are integers. Okay, even they never ask square root and things like that. Okay, but just in case they may ask. Okay, if you want to prepare, okay, just refer in school level what you learnt about how to find square root of a natural number. All right. So I am not talking about finally how to simplify it, how to do this question when they want length of angular bisector. All right. Okay. Please try rest of the questions. Numerical questions 4 to 9, you have to try on your own today at home. If any doubts, tomorrow I'll discuss. I'm not going to discuss every question like this in the class tomorrow. Okay. So numerical questions 4 to 9 and something 30 to 33. Those 4 questions. If you are not tried, you should try, and I'll only discuss doubts tomorrow. Otherwise, I want to start dot product tomorrow. Okay. You also have to do advanced material on addition of vectors if it is there separately. Is advanced material addition of vectors separate or total vector algebra together one thing? And if I look at the material, I'll let you know. Addition of vectors is there in advanced material? Okay. Arey, come on, I'm asking about advanced. Yeah, you have advanced material. Vector algebra together one topic only. Then you open the page 107. This is your recent material only, na? Your new material. Most probably it is together. 107 page. It's all together. All right. Okay. Advanced material we don't have separately. After completing the whole vector algebra only, you can do advanced material. It is combined all addition of vectors, dot product, cross product, everything together. So complete IP, solved examples, and this numerical last questions. You can try now. Okay. Numerical fourth question, fifth question, just try now.
Yesterday in the question paper we got a question. The answer was 5 into 2 plus root 3.
5 into
2 plus root 3.
okay.
Sir, in that case, what we will
Root 3 is 1.732 if you take not coming.
took 1.73, I got 18.65.
1.732 I said.
And the key was given 18.66.
Okay.
18.65.
You got 18.65 because you took only 1.73. See, what you take is different thing. You have to find the actual answer and then round it off to 2 decimals. So I am not saying root 3 I took only 2 decimals, you want to take 3 decimals. Let us say somewhere I get a situation I have to find 100 root 3. Do you think I will take root 3 only 1.73 and leave it? I may have to find up to next another 4 decimals or at least another 3 decimals because into 100 plays a role. Like that when 5 is there, you should know that the next number can affect this digit.
So there can be infinitely many digits which can affect something.
No, that depending on with what number you are multiplying. If I am taking 2 root 3, 1.73, what is here may or may not affect. But at least you know, so whenever you want to find up to 2 decimals, not that you stop at 2 decimals. Let us say I am adding many things. It is not that you will find this up to 2 decimals, this up to 2 decimals, this up to 2 decimals, add them and that is the final answer. That is wrong. You have to take up to 4 decimals, maybe up to 4 decimals, up to 4 decimals, add them and then round it up to 2 decimals. Okay. So, okay, anyway, it's okay. Through the exam, you learnt one thing that you should not take up to 2 decimals. So don't worry about the marks. Okay. In the question, is it mentioned take root 3 up to 1.73? Nothing mentioned, no? Just a plain question. Then you should take actual value, whatever. Okay, everybody completed this part? Yes. Please try next question. Okay. Anyway, other day I was talking about NTA Abhyas paper, right? Okay. So I personally done for 3-4 papers. Okay, taking screenshot and all. Okay. Sometimes I ended up with for one paper of 25 questions, I am have to take 100 screenshots. Why? What happened there is you have your this is your mobile window. Okay, whatever it is. First question comes, right? Okay, after you submitted the exam. Then when you scroll it up, you will get the solution. Okay, it is, instead of solution, they call it as explanation. All right. When you scroll it up, what is happening is the explanation is coming off of the window, and then key concepts one heading comes. Okay, and the key concept is sometimes quite long. All right. So it is not occupying the full mobile window. The explanation is still here, part of it, and this one little bit comes, you have to scroll it up, little bit comes, scroll it up, little bit comes. So if I want this much, I have to make them into some 5 pieces, and each one scroll it up little bit, and then take the screenshot. I took all that. At least I have done. I think I have done for 4 papers. Okay. Anyway, so I am just telling. That is one thing. Another thing is sometimes it looks like only this much, especially the key concepts part. You have to just scroll it up and down, see how much is there. Or sometimes you scroll down, you see a lot of things are there, but you forgot before that also something is there. Sometimes by default it is opening in the middle, it is not opening from the beginning. Okay. Another thing is later on all the screenshots put together, I should get the full key concept, right? So what I have done is, let's say I cut up to here. Next time I am not starting here, I am starting little before, so that I can